Welcome to the Sheffield United Way. My name is 𝗲𝗵𝗿 𝗵𝗿. I hope that's how you say it right. Polendakov, of course, it could be as well. 18 years old, a signing for now or more for the development side of things. What do you think? And where does this leave a fellow right back, Sam Curtis, on the depth chart? Jamie Shackleton, 𝗍𝗵𝗴 𝗍𝗫. 4 right backs. 𝗍𝗫 as well. 5 right backs. There we go. A lot. Let's talk about the Bulgarian right back. Have I mentioned that's where he plays? Who's joined United for apparently an undisclosed fee. Some are saying around £500,000. The club official site saying teenager MIHAIL Polendakov, 18, has agreed terms at beautiful downtown Bramall Lane with United, paying 𝗬𝗵𝗵𝗶 an undisclosed fee for his services. Polendakov began his career at just 6 in the 𝗍𝗵𝗶𝗹𝗹 Academy prior to its merger with 𝗬𝗵𝗵𝗶 in 2015. At the age of 15, he made his professional debut. Wow. That was in April 2023, penning his first contract then with 𝗬𝗵𝗵𝗶, which I'd imagine probably means September, but I don't know. Now, he is 18, as I mentioned, with his birthday being the 5th of June, so he's just 18. He was born in 2007. He is 1.79 meters, so that's around 5'10". Great height for a man. He has apparently signed a 3-year contract. Now, he can play right back, right wing back, or even centre back. He played 39 times for 𝗬𝗵𝗵𝗶𝗹𝗹, getting 2 assists. Last season, if we go with the exact stats, it was 28 starts, 2,361 minutes played. He got 3 yellow cards, never been sent off, which is interesting. Wonder if we can change that. He has 4 caps at Bulgarian under-21 level, 3 at under-19 level, 14 with 2 goals at under-17 level, and at under-16, 5 caps, 1 goal. Now, he appears to be quite slight in his build. That, of course, can change. He's not regarded as great in the air, but he does seem to have pace both on and off the ball, which allows him to make good supporting runs, allows him to make Kyle Walker-style recoveries, and offer a threat when going forward. He can carry the ball, he can dribble, he's got a trick or two if you see some of the highlights on YouTube. He has played at centre-back when he was younger, but I think he's probably been moved out towards the right, presumably due to his height or lack of it. Lack of aerial ability, as I mentioned, and maybe his pace is more suited to attacking down the channels, down the flank. Looks like a decent passer from what I've been able to ascertain. Good on 1v1 in attacking sense. Does actually have moments, certainly on the clips I've seen, where he looks like a winger. He is primarily right-footed, isn't bad with his left. Blades fan, all-round good egg, Riley Roberts on the website targetscouting.com wrote, defensively, Polendakov still needs a lot of work. Despite the fact he has played centre-back when he was younger, Polendakov is far too ball-orientated and often loses track of his man as he's too interested in what is happening with the ball. He is slow to react to his surroundings, and this means wingers can run off him easily, especially when moving from out to in. In 1v1 situations, he is beaten against any winger who can feint or use the step-overs effectively, as he will often step in at the wrong time or overcommit when biting. One area where he does do well is 50-50s, where he is fast onto the scene and seems to be able to time his tackles well. Prepare to be patient with him and would need to structure his development plan carefully to make the most of his profile. End quote. Some food for thought there. Does sound more like a development player than someone who is ready now. He is the first Bulgarian Sheffield United player ever. I couldn't think of any others. If there is one, let me know. Nikolai Petkov, a Bulgarian journalist and content creator, sent me this. As someone who closely follows Bulgarian football, I'd say that the transfer of MIHAIL Polendakov to Sheffield United is a huge step, not just for Bulgarian football, but also for 𝗬𝗵𝗵𝗶𝗹𝗹 with Sheffield United themselves. And he is also only 18 years old, already considered one of the biggest talents in Bulgaria. He made his debut in men's football at the age of just 16, which says a lot about his abilities. This summer, he caught the attention of both domestic and foreign clubs, but ultimately he chose Sheffield United's offer. Sheffield United is a big club with a name that carries weight even on the European stage, and playing in England gives him a great chance to develop his full potential. A good example is Ilya Gruev Jr., a Bulgarian player currently at Leeds United, who also possesses great qualities. Polendakov has a similar opportunity to prove himself and become successful in England, end quote. That is so much more positive than what we heard from Riley. Now, this signing means we have now filled all our available ESC slots with development players. Now, to understand ESC, check out my video on this channel about GBE and ESC signings. Rumoured signing, 𝗬𝗏 𝗤𝗏, who I've done a video on, would not take up an ESC spot. More likely, he would get the required 15 points plus to qualify for a GBE spot. Basically put, he'd get a work permit. All right, so that is what you need to know about that. Overall, this signing to me sounds like one for the future. I think there's lots of potential. If you watch the clips, you'll see he's got that pace. He's got those tricks. He can cut inside. He does like bombing down the right. He can track back. He can put in good tackles. Yes, there's those moments that Riley has highlighted which are not as complimentary about him, but he's a young player. He's only just turned 18. He is very much still developing. Rostov were apparently interested in him. Some of the Red Bull development sides were apparently tracking his progress, but he has ultimately chosen Sheffield United, rejecting some other offers. That has to count for something. He obviously wants to achieve and go as far as he can in his career, and I think this is a logical step. Now, we do have to ask questions about the use of the ESC slots. 4 players, Jefferson Caceres, Njoku Ugarte, and now Polendakov. These are, in my opinion, all young development players, prospects, good prospects, I'm sure, with tremendous potential, hopefully. But we shouldn't worry too much if they don't come off. This is still fairly new, all this ESC slot stuff. These are players that in previous times, before Brexit, we wouldn't have been able to look at a Peruvian player that had never made an international appearance. So we shouldn't worry too much if they don't work, because days gone by, wouldn't have been able to sign them at all. So maybe it's just a bonus if 1 out of the 4 ends up being first team ready, and time will tell. I'm ready to back all of these additions, and I'd like to see just a few more. I think we're only a couple of players shy from being ready, for being strong enough to really compete, having lost 𝗤𝗍𝗍. I do think we need to bring in a replacement there. We've got a video on 𝗬𝗏𝗏 as well, if you want to break down on everything that new signing can offer Sheffield United and the positions that he will likely be able to occupy. Hopefully this has occupied your time. I'd love to know your thoughts on this and the entire approach that our new ownership has made towards bringing in development players. Sometimes you'd imagine that money could have been used for players maybe ready, free transfers. There's 1 or 2 still out there that are quite exciting. But maybe these players will turn out to be even more exciting. Thanks very much for being a part of the Sheffield United way. And you are just by watching or listening. 𝗚𝗿𝗏𝗚𝗏𝗚𝗚. 𝗚𝗿𝗏𝗚𝗚𝗚𝗚𝗚.